How's it going, everybody? My name's Ryan. Welcome to Crosswatcher. If you're just tuning in, appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and smash that like and subscribe. Help get us into that algorithm, or at least keep us into that algorithm. Keep us climbing. Really proud of everyone who's joining the team. We are guardians of divine creation through inspiration, and I am here with an intuitive tarot message. Now, I am learning and teaching at the same time. We focus on the art of ascension, and of course, well, today we have a bit of a relationship reading, or at least the aspirations of a relationship reading. I've gone and pulled all the cards to save us some time. If you're not familiar with the way I do things, my energy tends to move kind of fast. And you'll have to forgive my handsome appearance right now, because I've just been dealing with this like 48-hour long migraine upgrades on my timeline of ascension. And it has, yep, thank you, appreciate that. And it has definitely, it's taken its toll on my body. And I want you guys, after you're done watching this video, I want you to go surf your YouTube subscriptions and or check your feed, and I want you to look for ceremonies having to do with water, ceremonies having to do with candles, ceremonies having to do with your crystals, having to do with your breathing. They're out there right now, and they're up. Not on this channel, but on other channels, they're up. And it's one thing that has helped catapult me into the next timeline quite swiftly. And a little note, if you have not yet gone on a Moldavite journey, you might want to think about investing in some Moldavite for yourself to help boost your life. Basically boost everything. Boost your confidence, boost your timeline, boost your intuitive abilities, your channeling. I did that about a month ago, and I haven't looked back, and let me tell you something. So far, it's changed everything about my life, and it's the reason why I'm able to put out these videos, and I'm able to channel spirit in a coherent sense to bring you these readings for the collective. Everybody's energy is going to be different. It's probably not meant for everybody, but honestly, it's probably the best investment I ever made for myself and my own personal growth. Been able to shed a lot of bullshit. Been able to shed a lot of things that don't serve me energetically and physically in my life. And basically, I can't say enough good things about it, but I don't want to make this video too long with 2:50 on the clock. Okay, so so this is a general collective reading, and this isn't going to be finance. I'm not even going to try to force a finance part of this collective or your job, but if it does resonate with your aspirations moving forward in your career or your finances, so be it. Take it as it resonates, toss the rest away, and here we go. This is going to be mostly for the singles trying to get into a relationship on your path of ascension, trying to upgrade, twin flame, soulmate journey, and for those of you who have been reflecting on a past relationship, possibly, might even include you too. Like I said, this is all improvised, and I am learning and teaching as I go, and the majority of the information that comes out of this channel is all channeled directly from spirit to prove a point. I am the action put into place when it comes to the art of ascension and leveling up. So, like I said, my apologies if any of this pisses you off, but that's just sort of the theme of what we do. All right. Anyways, thanks for joining. Here we go. All right. So you got two top cards going on here. You got the King of Pentacles in reverse with the Knight of Swords. Now, the King of Pentacles normally, to me, kind of right away, sort of, and especially with this Knight of Swords, kind of reflects the effort you put into it and how tired it's freaking making you. Okay, and how you might be making moves, you might be making money moves in this season, trying to stack both your ascension level game and your finances at the same time. Maybe some of y'all doing mudras and putting money on your pillow, and that could be a good idea. And if you haven't thought about that before, there's the idea. Put it in your brain and go and do it tonight. Okay. Anyways, doesn't have to be a lot of money. But we're working with what we got, pretty much. So we got the King of Pentacles in reverse, kind of reflecting, the King of Pentacles is that king of finances and stability in your life. And we have the Knight of Swords, reflecting how this is your motivation moving forward to level up pretty much in your power game. Sorry I don't have a channel message today. Like I said, I've just been battling the migraine and didn't really get much coming in, but I definitely feel the motivation to bring this message to you. So if you're not familiar, if you're not familiar with the channel, I've got 200 stock card affirmations or clarifications, and we always start with that, and I've pulled 6 of them for this read, along with everything out of the Rider-Waite deck. And we will be clarifying with the Radiant Wise to find out what's going on with the energy involved. And some clarifications. We got the bicycle deck, 2 bicycle decks combined together to give you some written clarifications in both in the forward and reverse. And then at the very end, we have the Oracle of Ascendance deck, and we're gonna pull some poppers to see if Spirit has some advice for you at the end, or possibly to see who's involved in all this. So that being said, here we go. We have in the top left corner, we have keep in mind we have six categories here. We've got the top corner where you're coming from, the the Knight of Wands in reverse, clarifying demanding. So a demanding time for your energy moving forward into the future. And this is pretty much just expressing how you are exhausted with either your spell work, your energy in general. You know, we have some witches, mages, and warlocks in the crowd. Welcome. Make sure you smash that subscribe, and you're going to get some real truth on this channel. Okay, so intuitively, the Knight of Wands is a very forward-moving energy, okay? But in the reverse, we have sort of found ourselves not really accomplishing what we want energetically because we have had a high demand, or somebody in your life has had a high demand on your energy. It's just sucking the life out of you. Some of y'all have been experiencing some, maybe not bad dreams, but you've been experiencing somewhere in those dreams, or somewhere in your night of sleep, trying to get good night's sleep, you've been experiencing some spiritual attacks. Now, this happened a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago, and now the spiritual attacks have returned, possibly because you haven't been able to cut them ties with the energies that have attached to you in the past. Now, let me know down in the comments who you feel that might be. For some of y'all, that's an ex-boyfriend, an ex-fiance, an ex-lover of some kind. And for some of y'all, this is just maybe somebody who's kind of in tune with your game and doesn't like the fact that you've given them a cold shoulder in past weeks or months. Let me know if that resonates with you. All right, in the shadow aspect of that, what we have here is you blow their minds. Okay, you might not realize this, but whoever the fuck this is in your energy, you blow their fucking mind, dude. Sorry for the cussing. This is just the way it works sometimes. All right, so you blow their minds. And why do you blow their minds? Because there's a missed opportunity, because you had choices from going from one energy to another, because you realize that the BS that they've been handing you isn't all sunshines and roses and ponies and shit. Okay? You have, so this is also reflecting a third-party situation. Let me know if that resonates. So you have choices, and in these lunar cycles, you've come to realize that it's not worth waiting for somebody that is just not going to give you the quality of energy that you need, filling your cup, so to speak. And so we have the Two of Swords matched up with the Two of Cups. Like, you can't make this up. You should have seen the way this Two of Swords popped out and landed on the Two of Cups. I was wondering what it was until it showed me that. Okay, but you blow their minds in your resiliency on how to move on, or this could be your new person. Okay, you could have left an impression on somebody with the communication cards, kind of blindly going into this, but realizing that in this time, at least when in these lunar cycles, that your energy, or whatever you've been doing, your ceremonies, your spell work, the energy you've been putting forward, the kind of just focusing on yourself and meditating, has left an energetic impression on a person's emotions. Okay, this could be both of these people, right? We got 3 people here. Okay, so we're kind of reflecting the fact that this might be, in fact, a third-party situation. These cards together kind of reflect that, having not one card in the number 3, any number 3 card coming out in this deck, but instead Spirit chose to go this route, reflecting both your sense of knowing you have choices and the fact that there are other energies involved with your energy moving forward, with your ambitions moving forward. And you got the you blow your minds. This is that you blow their minds, clarifying this. So you have double twos, so that's 2 and 2. And that is definitely reflecting the fact that this is a relationship, and it's been demanding on you. And you might in the current state, in your current state of mind, you might not be realizing, that what you've done has actually been working. And these are the cards moving forward into the present. So it's something that something the way you feel that you're exhausted. Your efforts, have been out there for the world. And you've really been putting in your due diligence, but you're kind of feeling like it hasn't resulted in anything. But then in your current state of mind, you're obviously doing something right, because you have a sense of completion. This damn fucking sense of completion card coming out again after shuffling obsessively with this deck of 200 affirmations. A sense of completion. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, sense of completion coming out again. It's a good thing. Sorry, my brain was thinking of that damn sitting and waiting, which I don't believe came out. Sitting and waiting did not come out. So you take a breath. Okay, but we got the Emperor, right? We got the Emperor, and this is your current state. This is what you know. Okay, so this could go two ways. This could be an Emperor kind of sitting over you, controlling figure that sort of, what is this, Aries and Capricorn, something like that. I don't know, I might get something wrong. But intuitively, with the energies involved, I might say what astrological sign is at play in here, and you might just have to take it as it resonates. And so what this is telling me, regardless if this is the actual interpretation of the Emperor, is that we have Aries and or Capricorn or both. Maybe a sun and a moon, possibly checking the rising sign. But sense of completion with the Emperor. Now, this could definitely be both of you, because don't forget, we're a collective. We're all tied together. And in one sense or another, even though we've put out all this energy and we feel like we're getting nothing, our meditation, our crystal work, our middle ground stance, our middle path stance between the pillars of duality is actually paying off with the Emperor and the sense of completion. And then perhaps this is somebody in your life you've left an impression on in the present that is now feeling like they have a sense of completion and possibly even a sense of control over their life. That card didn't come out with any other clarifications. So with the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles in reverse, for some of you, this is a moving on from an energy, perhaps moving back to an energy. That could also be the case, and it's for some of y'all. Reflecting on an energy from the past, kind of feeling like it's kind of led you feeling weak and kind of second guessing whether or not you want to go back to this energy. And like, if you caught my last read, you'll kind of know. I can't roll these windows down. Hang on a second. Getting a little stuffy in here. Might get a little noisy. Hang on. Okay. You need a little bit of air in there. Now, if you caught my last read, you'll understand that for some of y'all, at least communicating with this energy from the past, 1322 on the clock, isn't necessarily a bad thing, because you're going to have to face the devil eventually in order to move past that sumbitch, okay? You need to stand up for yourself in some way and clarify what your real intentions are moving forward, because if you don't, you might leave that person on their own stuck timeline, and that just leave them not being able to let you go, okay? Does that make sense? All right, they need to have a sense of completion too, whether or not you intend on being in a relationship with this person or whatever. See, you are not the only one in this game. Like I said, this is a collective. And now this kind of brings us to that sense of where there for some of y'all, there's children involved, and for some of y'all, this could be coming up in the future, children involved. Now, I say that because the children involved came out. It's the first time this card's come out, and it's in the shadow aspect. So you might have tried to put this aside, this energy of children, as the sirens go by from this quiet morning, clarifying the fact that there are children in one aspect or another involved in this situation, or at least maybe this is something that you're trying to accomplish eventually, or at least in the present you're trying to accomplish it. Which is clarified by the reverse Nine of Cups and the Fool. Okay? The children involved. Okay, so y'all been a fool sitting there waiting, done doing your thing, and so this is that kind of obscure energy, sort of that leap of faith that you've taken. I don't know if it's obscure is the right, maybe obscure is the right word, but this is that sort of that foolishness in a good way. Okay, foolishness moving forward, to go ahead and having done sat your ass down to do the hard work in your shadow and dealing with these psychic attacks, possibly from this person, from the whatever energy you're withholding from them, has got them very envious. Has got them very, and I think envy actually came out. I'm not really sure. Has got them contemplating their life, realizing that they need to establish some sense of control. But giving yourself, fully over to the elements in the universe and letting God, so to speak, letting God, whoever that might be in your life, take the wheel, right? And accomplish what you need in life. Of course, with the Emperor and the sense of completion and the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles, it's gonna take some sort of energetic work. Excuse me. Sorry, if you're familiar with the channel, I can't help it. I have to burp sometimes. So the energy comes out so fast, it's just like blah. Anyways, but so the Fool being the beginning of all things, in taking center stage here in the subconscious. This is either for you or for them. Okay, and then we're talking energies here. We don't necessarily have to be talking one person or another, but that sort of not accepting the way things are in the present moment. This could actually be splitting the energies in two. Keep in mind, in the subconscious, this is a collective coming together. With children involved, one person is sort of in a not accepting state of mind, and one person is fully accepting for the way things are. Hence the reason why one of y'all is watching tarot videos on YouTube, and the reason why you clicked on this video. Thank you very much. Smash the like button and hit subscribe. All right, so this, I don't know if you need any further clarification from that, but we definitely will. In a second, we're going to be looking at the bottom of the deck, but we're going to get into the future cards right now. So we got separate opinions in the light aspect of this read for the future cards. We only pulled three stacks, and this is your future. Separate opinions with the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, the Queen of Swords is actually pointing to a card, which I'll pull out in a second. But we got the Queen of Swords reflecting this communication, the sense of confidence in communication in reverse, and the Hierophant. So this is an impression somebody is leaving on one or the other. And this is sort of telling me about moving forward into the future, having to collect your thoughts, right? Because your thoughts and your energy can have an astounding effect on those involved, okay? And it will shape and mold opinions moving forward from here on out. Like I was saying, this, for some of y'all who are reflecting on a past energy, or who are thinking about talking about a past energy, you've been ducking and dodging their calls. You might want to pick up that phone, but not before establishing what it is you need to say that will reflect the greater good, the children, or at least in some aspect, we can even throw in the inner child, the innocence, the energy that knows they need to take action, but also needs to separate opinions, right? Needs to separate the energy in the opinions so that a bunch of cuss words don't come out, and a bunch of pointing fingers don't come out, a bunch of swords don't get thrown, cutting people's heads off. Because don't forget, whoever you are, you have an amazing influence, an influential energy in any aspect of life that you point the finger at, okay? And it all starts internally, okay? So you are going to start something big, regardless of whatever it is, whatever direction you put your energy in. You're going to start something pretty epic, okay? So you might want to write shit down, okay, moving into December. This is checking the collective energy for the top of December. Okay, this is a timeless video, but ultimately, your influence, my influence, the collective's influence, it has a far-reaching sword, and and you have to be able to harness that energy moving forward. You don't want to just, like I said, you don't want to just wave wands and point the finger. Okay, you want to be collected. You want to be meditated, not medicated, meditated. Okay, and yes, that does give me a sense of anxiety. Perhaps you are taking medications, prescribed or not prescribed, barbiturates for anxiety. And I can't tell, I'm not a doctor, I ain't gonna tell you to stop, but I do have to tell you that from experience, some of the hardest anxieties and PTSD and a lot of penned up energy, it really can get released in the right way by working, with your shadow, working in meditation, getting out in nature, taking part in these ceremonies, having to deal with the water and the candles and the coconuts. I see you, Chucha. I see you. All right. And you need to find balance regardless of what the professionals have told you what you need to do, okay, to balance yourself out. Like I said, the disclaimer is that I'm not a medical profession, and I'm not going to tell you one way or another, but from personal experience, I've gotten rid of a lot of anxiety and straight up PTSD that I never thought that I'd be able to overcome. And it all starts with taking a leap of faith and realizing, the medication, barbiturates and drugs, it's not the way to go. Sorry for some of you if that offends some of you, but holistic remedies, working with your crystal, maybe going for some Reiki healing. Reiki is just one session of Reiki, has worked wonders. 22 on the clock. All right, so now that brings us to the very bottom shadow aspect of they envy you. Okay, now for some of y'all, this can be the masculine envying the feminine, because maybe you got their children, or this could definitely be the reverse in a lot of cases where the masculine has managed to take a hold of the children, custody of the children, because perhaps some people just have problems. This kind of goes back to the barbiturates and the drugs and the influences, or the energetic, let's just call them energetic influences, whatever it is, mental disorders or anxieties that you find yourself in. You just can't handle life. Okay. Either or, masculine or feminine, they could have the children, and they could have right to them because you haven't been able to get your shit together. It's just the cold, hard facts of reality, which you will definitely find here on Crosswatcher. All this is divinely guided, and I know that this is going to be some hard truths, and there's a reason why I put my face on these videos rather than having the freaking camera pointed to just the cards. And there's a reason why I let the energy flow out naturally, even if it sounds aggressive, even if it sounds kind of out there. Rather than trying to pretend like I'm some kind of centered guru. Not saying that being a centered meditated guru is a bad thing. It's a great thing. Hopefully one day I'll get there. I ain't there yet. But there's a reason why, because it's all about accountability. So enough talking about me, 23:43 on the clock. They envy you. And we have the Empress and the 10 of Wands here. So we have a sense of moving on from the love, from the, I'm getting Libra, I'm getting Leo, I'm getting Aries again here, I'm getting Jupiter, I'm getting Taurus. Okay, I'm getting a lot in this read here. Let's see if there's anything else. We got some Capricorn going on here. We got a little bit of, this might be the shadow aspect of Capricorn. Like I said, this is all intuitive. It's not necessarily, doesn't have to necessarily, none of this interpretation has to do with the cards necessarily. It's just what Spirit's telling me, what intuition's telling me, moving forward. So we got the Empress and we got the Ten of Wands. Okay, so we got the packing up your shit and going, or at least energetically packing up your shit and moving on to the next thing, from a sense of that love or that sense of family. Don't forget the Empress. In a lot of the interpretations, it kind of reflects a sense of pregnancy. And now for some of y'all, this is a birthing of the love you're trying to manifest in the future. Moving on and beyond things that didn't serve you, or energies that didn't serve you. Okay, but you're still sort of carrying this baggage with you. All right, don't forget that. No matter what, it seems like you can't let it go, and there's a reason for that. All right, and the solution to that, I'm not just trying to brush it off, but the solution to that is to just accept the fact that it is what it is. Okay, and also perhaps going through and doing some of your ceremonial work, finding a corner somewhere in your house, or somewhere, if you got agoraphobia, you can't leave the house, finding a corner in your house, that isn't cursed, or going out on the porch, or going out, up to the mountains, or down to the creek, or down to the river, or down, out to the ocean. Do what you got to do in order to carry out this meditation, this ceremonies, this crystal work, the Reiki healing, to get some time to yourself, because it's a lot of energy. I'm getting bombarded right now with this. They envy you, and with this ten of Wands. Keeping in mind that it's that love energy that we're all trying to strive for in the end. And for some of y'all, you've been putting love on the back burner, thinking that you don't deserve love. And this is sort of like this and the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords in reverse with that separate opinions. That's telling me, that's kind of giving me like this weird overall shadow aspect of something you don't understand, and something that needs to be embedded into your cranium, is that you do deserve love. Okay, regardless of what you see in the mirror, regardless of how you feel when you wake up, or how you feel when you go to sleep, or the results that you've been getting out of, I don't know, being on the internet and trying to find a love, trying to make your Facebook, look as handsome or beautiful as possible. Don't deceive yourself, and in deceiving yourself, don't deceive others. Okay, because people are gonna see through that. One way or another, people are going to see through that. Okay? Trust me. Okay. So we got what you deserve, and we got a sense of moving on to a bigger and brighter future. And then if you didn't catch my last video, you might want to take an opportunity to take action between December 2nd and December 3rd. It's around the corner. I know this is a timeless video, but for some of y'all getting in on the inside of this, you might, you on the inside tip, you might want to definitely collect your thoughts and take advantage of that December 2nd and December 3rd. Maybe check your astrological chart and see where Taurus, Jupiter, Venus, see where all that lines up for you. See where Mars is. My Mars is my Scorpio's in Mars. Okay, kind of explains a lot. But you need to, at one point or another, take advantage of the astrological anomalies happening here in the present or here in the future, and collect your thoughts moving forward, and just get out of that stuck mode. Okay, you gotta take that energy, you gotta run with it, right? Sense of completion. And so we got in the numbers here, we got a 3 in your future. Okay, that's definitely a sense of collaboration. For those of you who want to collaborate on the aspect of love, go and do so, with that sense of completion moving forward in one aspect or another. The Ten of Wands isn't necessarily a great thing, but that could just be the shadow kind of holding you back from this collaboration. These two cards coming out together. Let's see, we got the O, we got the Zera, and don't forget them 2 2s in the shadow aspect of the you blow their minds, right? Okay, other than that, don't really got much going on for we don't really got much going on. We do have, let's see, we got 3 swords coming out here. We got the 2 of Swords, we got the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so we got some action ready to be had. It's like this trine, almost this trine going on here. where your actions have been futile moving forward. You realize you have choice to take action, and then you're sort of doubting yourself on your actions. And for some of you in the future, you're going to be doubting yourself. Okay. And that's where acceptance comes back into play. Now let's see if we can get some more clarifiers with 30:02 on the clock. Hopefully this ain't too long, because this freaking YouTube doesn't, or whatever, my phone doesn't let me upload videos that are too long. Oh crap, I'm sorry. Hang on real quick. We gotta check the bottom of the deck. Ooh, yes, you're coming out from the heartbreak. You got the hangman in the upright, sense of putting yourself in there, sense of commitment to yourself with the Seven of Pentacles, planting your seeds and watching them grow. So with those three cards alone, that gives you an idea of where you're coming from. And that, yeah, you have to be patient. You got to work on yourself. And that with that Queen of Wands, okay, that Queen of Wands, and then we have the Chariot and the Devil. Okay, the Chariot's in reverse, so they got the stagnant energy. Something's holding you back. And it's probably whoever this was in your past. Whether or not that was a family member, it's got you thinking that you can't move on from it. But let me tell you, you can. Okay, but it takes working on yourself. It takes working into that shadow. All right, here we go. Before we pull tops and bottoms of everything, we're going to see what other kind of energies we can get. We're going to have spirit pull poppers to see what else is going on here. See what we haven't discovered from the story. Let's see. What do we got, Spirit? Tell us what we need to know for the general collective moving forward on whoever this other energy is, and whatever they want to say, whatever they're trying to do, or whatever we're trying to accomplish. We got three cards coming out right here. We got the Emperor again, landing between the Emperor and your choices, and just so happens to have another two of swords landing directly on the Two of Swords. So now we got 222. Look up your angel numbers on what 222 is trying to tell you. And then we got the double 4, 44 with the Emperor. And not forget that sense of completion. Okay, so we got your energy. Like I said in the beginning, it could be yours or theirs. And in this reading, it's telling me it is yours and their energy that is getting a sense of control over themselves in one aspect or another. And I'm kind of seeing that maybe perhaps their sense of control might not interpret it the same as your sense of control, if you know what I mean. And they might try to come in and like I said in that last reading, they might try to come in and manipulate the situation. And I think we're going to find out exactly why in a second. But with that two of swords, also saying that there are two people here that have choices in collaboration. Don't forget what I was saying about third-party situation somewhere in here. Don't want to talk too much about the third-party situation because it seems like a lot of readers are talking about a third-party situation. And then we have over on the very right, clarifying the Empress and the 10 of Wands with they envy you. We have the 7 of Wands. Okay, so what was I saying before about kind of battling your own insecurities or battling your own anxiety, right? And that's what this is telling me. Okay, and so this is also reflecting the energy that's going to come back in the future, and they might say a bunch of pretty words, right? They might say a bunch of stuff that makes you go, ooh. They might even bring you flowers. Probably unlikely, but they might. Let me know if they do. But when they leave and they've had this communication with you, they're gonna leave an influence on you, and somewhere in that shadow, somewhere in your bad dreams, it's going to feel like you're fighting yourself in some way or shape or form. Okay, this is the card that reflects a struggle of energy, an internal struggle of energy, and sort of like, kind of like doing it to yourself. See, this guy, he put all these wands here, and then all of a sudden he's battling them out. He's duking it out with these energies. And so, really, this could be from that sense of influence, that Emperor energy in the present time, in the present moment, whenever you find this video, whenever this is clarified, what has happened to you or what is going to happen to you. Don't forget what's in the light, that you have a strong influence. You have you can create anything. Okay, this is what this is saying, that you can create anything, and it depends on what you think you are creating now in the present, or what someone else is creating for you. That sort of victim mentality. We're a collective, okay, and we're all one. And you also create your reality. So your reality is what you make it. If you want to take on the victim mentality, that is totally your free will. That is, God is given, the universe is given, the deities, that surround us at all given times, they give us free will. They don't manipulate our situation. It's only us. It's only us as the human animal. The human element in all this is the only thing that can create the illusions and create the anxiety for us. All right? And we're put through the test. Also, these three cards together are telling me we're put through the test with 35-25 on the clock. And we all have personal tests. All right? We are meant for greater things when we complete this life, when we go on to the next thing in our steps, in our tests or whatever. Take it as it resonates. We are meant for something greater, and you cannot. That something greater in the present or in the future in your physical 3D life that is not going to come. It's not just going to be given to you. If you want to be something greater in the co-creation of the universe, in a greater plan, you have to pass the test now. You have to pass the test in your lifetime. That prove, yes, this person is willing to take part in the co-creation of the universe. They ain't just gonna give it over to anybody. They ain't just gonna give it over to anybody. And it all starts with acceptance, okay? With accepting it how it is. If that means you gotta let go, if you're the person in all this that has to let go, then that's your test. If you're the person that needs to keep it all together, you're the one who has to keep all this together, then so be it. My blessings to you. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to pull one more. We're going to see if we can't get one more clarifier, they're telling me, before we read the bottom of this. One sec. Got another one? Oh, Spirit. Got one more clarifier for this deck? Yes, we do. We're doubling up on the Fool. The Fool clarifying between that children involved, the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Fool, and then they envy you with the 10 of Wands, the Empress, the 7 of Wands. We got the Fool. Okay, so somebody's coming in on this. Somebody, you might not realize this, and that Fool's looking up at the Emperor. Okay, so this was their energy, him or her. This is either them, either one. This is the other person, and this is also the other person, and this one is looking up at this one. This is you. Okay? Both emperors taking center stage, battling it out, and both y'all being a fool in some aspect or another. Okay? Now, this is just reading the energy. Okay, so let's see the bottom. Wait a minute, what's going on here? All right, we got Knight of Wands in reverse. Also with another Knight of Wands in reverse. You're both. This is a twin flame deal. This is a divine counterpart. This is absolutely amazing. And another clarification that this is a divine counterpoint. The Knight of Swords again in the upright. That was a top clarifier. Knight of Swords in the upright. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Starting out. We've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. All right, stingy ass energy. Maybe still set in their ways. Maybe going backwards. In all this. Either that's them or you. But this is like a twin flame journey deal going on here. This is like one of the first solid twin flame soulmate counterpart, divine counterpart readings I've had. We got King of Cups in reverse. We got the Hangman in the upright again. All right, so, and then we got the third party situation in the upright. Okay, so we got somebody's not been confident. Somebody's put themselves in probably the most confident thing that they've done on this journey is put themselves willingly into the fray, and trying their hardest. But don't forget, this trying your hardest has been making you tired. It's sometimes you got to work internally. Knight of Wands in reverse. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, someone's got to do a little bit more internal work, and in this deck, it's telling me that it's definitely them not doing enough work. Okay, so, all right, so here we go. We've pulled the read, and I hope you got a good sense of clarification on that with 39:48 on the clock. And now we're going to pull tops and bottoms to everything. Get ready. Here we go. All right, so we got tops for the written word. We got critical. This is a critical situation. You put yourself in the situation, and you know it's time to act. December's coming on real fast. Take your time. Take your time. It's saying definitely internal work. That's the only way to start out. You can't just rush into things with that Knight of Swords and that King of Pentacles in reverse. You got to recharge yourself and move forward. You're the Hierophant. Don't forget, you have an influence. We got an air sign somewhere in there. We got a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. Air sign, one or the other. Either you're the Aquarius or Gemini or Libra, or they are. All right, here we go. We got tops to the right or wait. I forgot to pull the bicycle affirmations. That's okay. We're not going to pull bicycle affirmations today. All right, we got the... Damn it. The King of Wands. King of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is the top clarifier. King of Wands in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. We got your finances. We got your overall energy kind of down in the dumps from all the work that you've been doing. But that's okay. You're gonna triumph over this. I can see. We got the High Priestess coming out. And now this could be their energy. This could be your energy. It's just whatever. Remember, I was saying we got this sort of lining up with the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. A lot of influence there, a lot of magic going on. Okay, so you're definitely working into that energy, and you're going to come out on top one way or another. All right, so before Ryan gets all confused, we are going to pull bottoms to everything. Here we go. What's in the shadow aspect? We got an olive branch. Don't forget all the hardships you've been going through. It's still an olive branch. All the tests and all the good times, all the bad times. Take the good with the bad. You got choices. It's an olive branch. Someone's coming in with an olive branch of communication with you. All right, we got on board. Somebody here's on board, or you're on board, or perhaps maybe even this other energy that I've been talking shit about. Maybe they're getting on board for once. I doubt it though. All right, so. But whatever's going on with this third-party situation, somebody's on board and they've put their ego aside. They're ready to do battle with the elements. Here we go. All right, so we got a sense of pride. Okay, somebody with a sense of pride in the shadow aspect. We got Olive Branch on board with a sense of pride. Either they have a sense of pride moving forward, if the choices that they're making is going to really bring their wishes and dreams to fruition, or someone's got a sense of pride moving forward, and when they communicate, it's not going to be what you think. All right, so now we got bottoms to the Rider-Waite deck. We have that we got that damn Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, somebody in here, somebody's energy is sort of dwelling on the past. This kind of goes back to me talking about how you think that you've been letting it go, but you really haven't been able to let it go, and it kind of shows in the actions and emotions in other people, and maybe even sometimes it comes out in your anxiety. That's what this is telling me, is that you still have to battle through your anxiety. Maybe that's going to involve some Reiki healing or some crystal work. Here we go, bottom to the Radiant Wise Claire. Okay, we got that. I should have shuffled this, but we got that four of Pentacles in reverse, also clarifying that stingy ass sense of pride energy, and someone not realizing that it's an olive branch, but maybe they can turn this around. They never know. Someone's going to come out with a message, but it's going to be sort of the opposite of what they're saying verbally, is what that's telling me. All right, so we got the bottoms to that. All right, so now with 43:27 on the clock, we have pulled everything, and now we are going to see what Spirit has to say, or the players involved, with this Oracle of Ascendance deck. We're going to pull some poppers. Let's see what we got. We got some advice here for you. Let's see how many we want to pull. How many are we going to pull? Okay, we got one. That's one. Let's see. Oh, we got another. We'll pull one more. How about that? Pull one more. All right, we got three. All right, whatever this is involving. No, I don't think any of these have a reverse. None of these have a reverse. We got a player involved. We got a Taurus. What did I say earlier? I see Taurus, and there you go. He's saying that we got Taurus, or Spirit's saying that we got Taurus. We've got the Hand of Fatima coming out, and then we got the root chakra. All right, so we all know what the root chakra is. That's the chakra that is basically at the root of the stem of the bottom of your spinal cord. This is where all your action, your money, your sense of family. This is all generational cycles. This is where you heal them. This is probably the one chakra that won't get open if you don't do your Reiki healing and your crystal work, or whatever it is kind of healing, internal healing you want to do. Somebody here has either opened up their chakra, or they're realizing this, or this is just the work that you need to put in to your chakra work. Basically, this is the chakra you need to stimulate in order to move past this energy, or move on to a new energy, to come into that fruition with that Empress energy. Okay, don't forget that High Priestess, you and the Hierophant. You have influence, and we're going to pull the interpretation on the Hand of Fatima right now. Hang on just 1 second. Hand of Fatima, Hand of Fatima. 1 second. Hand of Fatima, page 20. Here goes. In 5, 4, 3, 2. The Hand of Fatima. Within the Hand of Fatima, or Hamsa, sits the all-seeing eye, which may make you think of darkness or evil. However, this card represents quite the opposite. The Hand of Fatima, named after the Prophet Muhammad's daughter Fatima, was a powerful talisman used to block the path of evil and stands as a symbol of peace and hope. When this card appears in your reading, it indicates that you are receiving protection from the divine in your current venture. Have you recently applied for a new job? Do you have an interview that you would like to attend? Trust in the power of the Hand of Fatima, for the fates are telling you that you have the support of the divine behind you in this venture. Have faith, you will succeed. Oh, and it does have an inverted. When the hand of Fatima appears inverted, you are asked to take a step back and look a second time at the current situation. If you are despairing, try viewing things from a different perspective. Trust in your intuition, see past emotion, and the answer will become clear. Now, I went ahead and read that because earlier I was having breakfast at this place, and this was hanging over the register, but it was actually hanging upside down. And at first I was like, oh, it's a jellyfish with an eye. No, it's the Hand of Fatima. It's no coincidence that I had breakfast at a place where the Hand of Fatima was the first thing I seen. And so it was upside down. So that's why I read the inverted. So one more time, trust in your intuition, see past emotion, and the answer will become clear. Okay? All right. My name's Ryan. You've been watching Crosswatcher. I appreciate you letting me read for the collective. Namaste. I love you guys. I see you. And I will catch you next time on the flip side.